Hello, welcome to this awesome part 2 to the Cherry computer leak. Now, regardless of whether it's going to be Raspberry Pi, current gen Intel or AMD, or Broadwell Xeon, converted into a 13th generation alternative for Intel, this is going to be the overview for the computers. First off, let's start with the laptops. The Morello Book and the Morello Book Pro. Well, the Morello Book Pro will come in sizes 11-inch, 13-inch, 15-inch, and 17-inch, all with the thin bezels. Maybe it'll be bezel-less, because it's a laptop. It's okay to have that on like a smartphone or a tablet. But the Morello Book, that will be 12-inch, 14-inch, and 16-inch. Or, I'm not sure if it's going to be 15 or 16 inches, but both of these computers will either be 1.5 or 2 inches thick, with a thick underbody, because thin is just a bad idea. It prevents cooling. You remember me showing you my iBook G3 clamshell and how much better designed it is than the MacBook Air? The current MacBook Air, not the one that's coming out soon with the M2 chip. I mean, come on, that MacBook Air has hard time cooling. You had to fit in a slow processor that's still hot and performs badly because of the confined environment. So this way, an advantage will be able to allow CPUs to run at higher TDPs and still have great battery life because of larger batteries and the addition of additional batteries being allowed to be put in computers and work. Additional batteries can be put into computers, like a second or a third battery even. This will allow upgrading to desktop CPUs to be good. So, now the Morello Book Air. That's going to be like the MacBook Air competitor. It's going to be about as thick as the pre-unibody MacBook Pro. Maybe it'll be thinner, like an original or a tapered MacBook Air, but a little thicker to fit the slots, the expansion slots, and the hard more than one 3.5-inch bay or 2.5-inch bay in it. I'd also need 2 full-size DIMM slots for DDR4, so it would support 1 terabyte of RAM. Now, the Morello Book Pro will support up to 1 terabyte of RAM. Same with the Morello Book. And the Air will do that too, but with larger DIMM sizes. For the Broadwell EP CPUs it has. The Air will support up to 12 cores on an ultra mobile chip running at 25 watts, and these are not all the models. There's actually plenty of models, but too many of them to go into. The Pro and the non-Pro, those will both be up to 65 watts or 80 watts for the CPU. 45, I guess, for the lower-end Pros and the non-Pros. The non-Pros will start at 16 gigs of RAM and a 2 terabyte solid-state drive, whereas the Pros will start at that amount for the lowest end model, but for the Pro model it's going to start at 32 gigabytes and 6 terabytes of solid-state storage. Low-end GPUs will be included on low-end discrete GPUs will be included on the Air and the non-Pro. But what am I saying? Sorry. Yeah, the Morello Book Pro, that's what I meant. That will come with a more high-end discrete GPU. Maybe one. I was thinking that the Aaron Anon Pro will come with a underclocked RX 6305 XT with 8 gigabytes of 128-bit DDR5 or GDDR6. It's really hard here, really hot out here, but the Pro, there are many different tiers of it. So actually, all the laptops have plenty of different tiers, and it's just going to be awesome. Okay, now to the Morello Studion, which is obviously a knockoff of the Mac Studio. It's not going to come in just that small package. It's going to come in mini tower and small form factor parts too. It'll support, in the mini tower, it'll support up to 2 terabytes of RAM, two sockets for mainstream processors, and also high-end graphics. Like the 256-bit 6605 XT at 16 gigs. Now I know these are GPUs that nobody remembers. Gotta wait here. So yes, nobody remembers these GPUs because they're custom. They're custom OEM GPUs that I'll be selling for upgrades. Okay, good. Usually this walk sign doesn't work all the time. I'll finish the video at home. Bye.